Nice work, Cupcake. I felt that explosion a mile away. It's all over the news, too. Man, there's gonna be some pissed off Sabat just howling for blood tonight.
Yeah, do you know someone named Beckett?
Beckett? Well, I know of him. Why?
Spoke with him.
No kidding. Huh. Must be something major happening if he's in town. Beckett is a historian of sorts. He's unearthed more vampire lore than anyone. Well, that's all Beckett does. Seek the truth behind our condition.
He'll ask some questions.
What do you need?
Yeah, I met your ghoul, Knox.
I know you did. Sharp kid. Can track like a bloodhound. I watched him work for a while before I approached him. I had no idea how eager he would be to help.
You knew I did?
I knew you would. I had him watching you-know-who for me. It was inevitable you'd pass through her joint. I told him to keep an eye out for you, gave him lines to feed you, the whole bit.
Yeah, sure didn't seem like he was expecting me.
Come on, fledgling, don't ever think you're ahead of the ball in this game. No matter what action you take, some kindred you never even met already foresaw it and found a way to profit from it.
Okay, can accept that. I have a few more questions.
Like what?
Okay, new options. Let's talk about persons.
Sure.
Prince LaCroix.
What am I gonna say? He's the boss now.
Yeah. What about the guy who decapitated my sire?
He's LaCroix's iron fist. No one knows the sheriff, really, except LaCroix. No one even knows the guy's name. There's lots of rumors about him, though. I heard LaCroix picked him up in Africa over 100 years ago. Obviously, they work well together. Sure.
Nine Rodriguez.
From what I hear, he's a likable sort, and that's a problem. Nines Rodriguez is the kind of guy you want on your side, and more kindred go anarch every day because of him.
About the sects.
Yeah,
Okay, Sabat, Camarilla, Anarchs.
the anarchs. Yeah, I respect what they do, strenuous liberty and all that jazz, but they're kidding themselves. Wherever there's an ounce of power to be had, there'll be people dicking each other over. You think the Camarilla invented that? Yeah,
Hey, Camarilla.
the Camarilla works. When you let vampires run wild, you wind up with caitiff frenzying in the streets, then bloods blowing the masquerade, and hunters sniffing around. Law and order is the kindred's friend.
What's a caitiff?
Caitiff are just riffraff vampires who don't know anything about vampire society. Don't know their clan. Mutt vampires. What I suspect you were perilously close to becoming if LaCroix hadn't intervened. Yeah?
About Sabat.
You ask me, the Sabat makes no sense. They couldn't care less about the masquerade, and they seem to care even less about themselves. It's like, hey, let's all spread hell on Earth so we can feel big and bad. Oops, I'm dead. Now how did that happen?
What about the
Sure.
clans? Okay, I think we can ask about every clan, so we'll go over it quickly.
They're a bunch of malcontents.
Ooh,
They get
yeah.
pumped up by rousing the rabble they keep around them. Like, that's hard. Nothing breeds faster than contempt. And that's what the Bruja are all about. Jealousy and contempt.
Oh. Okay.
Sure.
Gangrel.
Well, they fancy themselves loners and drifters running around the countryside and barking at the moon. It's all just an act. Gangrel can walk upright. They just choose not to. Sure.
Malkavian.
Malkavians are, interesting. There's something to them. Learning to sort the wisdom from the bullshit can be some work, and, not all of them are worth listening to, but, they're all good fun, if you ask me. Sure.
Nosferatu.
The Nosferatu are damn good at what we do. No one even argues that. If you need to know, if you want it found, you come to us. We're indispensable. Not a bad place to be in the afterlife.
Lucky you.
The Nosferatu stick together, pool resources. We have more going on than anyone could guess at. Our web blankets the night.
Are the Nosferatu part of the Camarilla?
I'm loyal to the clan, loyal to my primogen, and therefore loyal to the Camarilla.
Yeah, that wasn't an enthusiastic endorsement.
The Nosferatu are the eyes and ears of the Camarilla, so they take care of us. They value our services, or don't want to be on our bad side. Either way, no one bothers us. Sure.
A Toreador.
I don't rub elbows with the pretty bloodsuckers much, but I've seen them work people like puppeteers, and that's admirable. Now, if only they'd get off their slimy asses and put their talent to some use besides feeding their egos. Sure.
Premier.
Mages. I don't have any reason to trust them. They're creepy, and I think they like it that way. But to be honest, I don't hear much about the Tremere. There's a few in LA, but all in all, there's not that many of them. Sure.
Ventru.
Well, they get a bad rap if you ask me. Everyone likes to take shots at the man in charge, but when it comes to getting the job done, the Ventru know how to step up. They can take the heat.
Are you just saying that because I'm Ventru?
Yeah, right. I'm talking about the powerful Ventru. You're just a pup.
Like, that's it. I think we have exhausted possibilities here. And we can now leave here. What we need to do is reach the cab.
Where to?
No. Away from here. So downtown. Yeah, that's gonna hurt.
Let's drain it. Let's stake it and leave it out for the sunrise.
We're going to have a lot of fun with this one. Think you could blow up our warehouse and get away with it? Ah, lick.
Let's pull out its eyes and its tongue and its teeth. I want its teeth.
Camarilla fuck. Boys, I think we could all use a little entertainment. Those of you sitting in the first few rows will get wet. Son of a bitch!
Leave.
There's 3 of us, Rodriguez.
Yeah. 3 of us.
What are you gonna do?
shoot us?
Ooh, a grenade.
This ain't over. We'll find you. You too, Rodriguez. You're both dead. Nobody messes with a Sabbat and lives.
Keep moving. Trouble sure seems to like you. Good effort. Execution needs a little work. You look like shit. Name's Nines.
Yeah, I didn't need your help. I could have taken... Jesus Christ. Seems like something that a bad writer would write on on a female character. I had already lost the fight, so thanks for the help.
Should have been more careful, newbie. This ain't the burbs.
Yep. Yeah, remember you from the court.
Kid, I got things to deal with. Why don't you pay me a visit at the last round tonight? I don't know what you've heard so far, but it's time you heard the real story.
I'll do that.
This is a mean existence. Stay out of trouble, kid.
A lot of character introductions here. Beckett and Nines, Rodriguez. I think the first thing we'll do is go meet LaCroix. See what the next actual plot mission is. You again.
Hey there, Missy. Small world, huh? Yep, after that gallery, I didn't think I'd be able to get a job guarding a room full of jack squat from the Boogity Man. But then I get a call offering me this sweet night shift slot, and I'm back in the security game. Well, enough about my lucky break. You here to see one of the bigwigs, Missy?
Yeah, I'm here to see LaCroix.
Would that be Sebastian LaCroix of the LaCroix Foundation, or Dwayne LaCroix of Insurrection Baby Formula Company?
Sebastian LaCroix.
Okay then. Mr. LaCroix, he told me to expect someone fitting your description sometime tonight. You go right on up.
Have a good one.
Yeah, you have a good power meeting, or whatever it is you types do up there. You need any security? Well, you just ring the front desk and ask for Officer Chunk. That's me, in case you were wondering.
Yeah, did you say junk?
Yeah, I get that all the time. The name goes back to my football days. Actually, my fantasy football days at the station. Stationarium. That was this office supply outlet mall I used to watch. Hey, you kids! No skating in the parking lot! That was me.
Yeah. But don't really know what to say with that. It's a bit too excessive. Yeah.
There you are. I was informed of your presence in the building. Since you're here, I'll take the liberty of assuming you've destroyed the warehouse. This is correct, yes?
Yes.
Most excellent. I had no doubt you'd prove my decision a prudent one. I trust you encountered no impediments to your progress on account of my personnel.
None. None at all.
That is the answer I like to hear. You've done well, circumstances being what they were. I will admit, not many in your position would have overcome such a trial. But don't misunderstand me. It was no fool's errand. You may yet prove to be a genuine asset. It's a bit disturbing, the lack of talent within this organization as of late. Tell me, what would you say to doing a bit of reconnaissance for me?
I think I'll say yes, sir. Not because that's what I want to say, but I think that's what he wants to hear.
Excellent. Were you by chance in the military at all? I was an officer myself, actually, in Napoleon's ranks. There have been whispers, rumors spreading around the kindred community concerning the Elizabeth Dane, the cargo ship that was towed into port recently. Have you heard of it?
And we saw it in the news. Yes, go on.
The police are investigating the Dane as we speak. Even the Nosferatu have little information on what's been found. However, the reason the ship has caused such speculation is because it was transporting an object called the Ankaran sarcophagus. Now, I'm not one to predicate a decision based on conjecture, so what I need is fact. And more importantly, I need evidence that the occurrences on the Dane were not supernatural in nature, and in no way relate to this Ankaran sarcophagus.
Okay, what do you need me to do?
You have 3 objectives. 1. I want you to examine the sarcophagus for anything unusual. You may sense something peculiar about the sarcophagus. In fact, many kindred in the city have reported an uneasiness in the air since the Dane's arrival. Do not, under any circumstances, open the Ankaran sarcophagus. Secondly, the police have begun their investigation. Find out what they have concluded thus far. Thirdly, take the cargo manifest for the ship. I want to find out what else it was carrying. The last thing we want is police aware of our existence, so be careful what you do in front of them. And unlike the warehouse, you cannot wholesale slaughter a ship full of lawmen without consequences. Is this understood?
Yes.
Good. Oh, and it has come to my attention that you had an encounter with Nines Rodriguez earlier. The man so does love to throw that cretinous charm of his brashly about. What exactly did Mr. Rodriguez say?
Yeah. He asked me to visit him at the last round.
Consider it a lesson. You see, we Ventru sometimes must take it upon ourselves to patronize the rabble, and hear them out with a look of genuine concern, no matter how ridiculous their notions may be.
I'll go see him right away.
Give the Anarch community my regards.
Okay. But that's nice and all, but it also tells us he'll say what I want to hear if he thinks it gets him what he wants. So that's a very dangerous man. Can't trust him at all. He'll use us and isn't gonna give a damn about us. So we have to, when we work for him, we have to keep that in mind. We aren't friends with him. He doesn't care at all about us. We're only... How are you?
Baby girl, I saw you coming from down the street and I started praying to the Lord to find it in his heart to send you to me, and hallelujah if he didn't come through for me. Welcome to Fat Larry's Trucker Man. I am the proprietor and salesman of the month several years in a row. The ladies call me, oh God! not, but you can call me Fat Larry with a F-A-T, cause there's more of me to love.
You sell counterfeit basketball jerseys or something? Yeah. What do you got in the truck?
Now, that is a legitimate question, but a better question to be, what don't I got in this truck? Cause at Fat Larry's, my motto is, everything's got a price, but I probably know somebody who can get it anyway.
You going to talk all night, or are you going to sell me something?
Nah, that's what I like to hear. But it's like this. I save my best stuff for select clientele. Now, that don't mean I don't appreciate your business. It's just, you know, business.
Yeah, show me the merchandise.
Freeze!
Ah. Fuck. Okay, someone got stabbed. Let's try this again.
Baby girl!
Yeah. Cardiac 9mm. Not that great of a weapon. Not that great of a weapon. Heavy clothing. It's a set of heavy clothing which acts as armor. Heavy clothing has an armor rating of 1. There are no stat penalties for equipping it. Yeah, I think we'll be buying it. I don't think you can find armor anywhere, you have to always buy it. Fire axe. That's a solid weapon. Truly a tool for madmen. Who else would attack fire with a blade? These are crappy weapons, but they're still better than the weapons we have. Maybe not the shotgun. Damage potential is very good on the shotgun, but the pistol is absolutely trash. We're not gonna buy any of them though. Shotgun shells. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. We have now 2 full clips. It's not much, but so at least it's something. Shooting here. The hell is going on here? Here was Fat Larry. I'll sell him the knife, at least see how much he'll pay for it.
Baby girl!
It's not worth anything. How do we equip the armor? Hey. No. it's a much more fitting option. I would like to see how it's. Ooh, don't do that from the front. I'm not too concerned about that. Like a smart looking, good looking suit. A lot better than this skirt. Or at least a much more appropriate clothing choice. Okay, what's the point of this? Yeah, I don't get it.
Baby girl!
Don't need anything. Yeah, soaking abilities getting better. That's great. That's suicide. No, 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 no. Have dexterity. I don't understand why there's a separate music in this mode. In the character editor screen. What do we want upgraded? Big computers. Wits would be a lot better upgrade. Fortitude would be a good. It would aid us, especially against in battles against vampires. Yeah, I'm not sure what to invest in at this point. Where was 9 Rodriguez? Get that out of the way. Empire Tales. Skyline. That's Mott Hunt. Yeah, Skyline Apartments 2A. Might as well complete the quest since we're here. Or at least move it forward. Case fire, use stairway to exit. Do not use elevator. Okay, employees only. There's security here. Got a security camera in someone's toilet. Cool. That's a bit nasty. Yeah, apartment node. Apartment 1, Simon Milligan. He's on TV, so odds are footage of his Mace will be worth something eventually. I gotta keep an eye on him. He's spying on the people living here. Sean Milton, he's a slob and he never really has chicks over. Some guy has been staying with him lately, so I haven't wanted to watch things. He's gay. That's the apartment we need to visit. They're criminals planning something, not a couple. Georgia Welsh. This rich broad is pretty hot. Oh, password on her door is 9648. So maybe I'll sneak in there and steal some panties to auction off online. Yeah, this is this guy's total scumbag. 648. I'll forget it. Or will I? Six, 4. Bacon, no reason to keep an eye on this one. Apartment 5, Paul Anderson. I thought there was no reason to watch him, but then I caught him upstairs. I'll keep the tape rolling. Anna Glazer, the gold mine. Something hot is always going down in here, and that something is usually Hannah herself. That's... Please come. Still too low. Might want can guess it. It's a 4-letter word. Looking for any kind of clues. Maybe not in this room. There were several others here. Let's take a peek. This is how Nosferatu can get in this building. What's that? It's nothing. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be much of interest here. Could use a little bit more hacking power. Don't know if the emails are worth it. Wits or computer? Definitely wits would be better since it increases defense too. Perception. Arms. I'm not that interested in his emails. Okay. What's this? This apartment 1. This was some guy on TV. Nothing special here. That's the out, slightly the outer door. Yeah. Photo. Blurry photo of what looks to be a Nosferatu. Coming shows. Show 17. Hospital horror. A dilapidated hospital in the downtown area. The place is very spooky. Minimal work required. The place is scary as hell. We'll say it's the ghost of a nurse who feels as if she still has patients to serve. Okay, they're making some kind of a horror programming. So 18, Eternal Unrest. There's a cemetery in Hollywood. It's full of actors with more than just dead careers. Again, it shouldn't take much effort on our part. I don't think we have what it takes. No, we don't. What was the thing? Password. Long one. Yeah, this. Think of value here. Why can't we take the pills? Okay. Move on to the next apartment. Apartment 2. Yeah, that was the where the two men lived. Criminals.
Mr. Milton, you know who this is, and I do hope you realize that we're still on for tonight. Meet me at the agreed-upon location across from the bar by the underpass. Bring your associate, Mr. Durbin, as it is a two-man job that I am proposing. With any luck, the two of you are already on your way, and I shall see you soon. Goodbye.
Okay, some stolen loot, nothing special. Car stereos. It's the exit. Really haven't taken care of this place at all. So a temporary place they wanted to stay in. Anything else of interest? Yep, nothing. Let's move on to the next. We got some... yeah. Wasn't there. Instead you heard another message telling Durbin and Milton to meet someone at an unknown location across the street from a bar. This looks like a very nice apartment. Very nice. safe. Yep. I just can't hack it. Not a lot of interesting items here. Okay, it's different. Guessing the computer is the only way to open this. How do we get the password? Yeah, that's a mystery. Guess we could try to upgrade hacking. That would still mean upgrade it by 2 points. We should try to upgrade research to intelligence. I don't know how we're supposed to get the password without hacking. Well, I know one way of getting them, but not within the game. For the moment, we'll pass up. Yeah, I don't see any place where there could be hidden messages. Just have to proceed upward. Potential source for money. But not now. We simply lack what it takes, the skills, so continue on our exploration visit. Trying to find targets of opportunity. Anything that's worth money, new quests, things like that. It's an interesting looking room. Really like it. Lives here. And a man. Yeah, don't get stuck there. This should be the woman. Can't enter her apartment through here. We have to have a exit. Can't. We had a code for someone's apartment. The 9648. I'll go use the computer again. I want to confirm what apartment the code was for. Didn't mean to do that. Bolster it. Crazy broad. I don't want to do that. See if there's anything worth seeing. Okay, apartment notes. Yeah, what did I write? Apartment 4. Vacant. Check. We visited there. Not getting in there wasn't the problem. Emails might be worth actually something here. Get a bit more information. I have to save that for later. I think I'll just try to find the anarchist bar. Anything's there. It's getting to be quite late. That sounds like a solid plan. Good place to start the next time. I'm not sure. I also have to think about a little how I want to continue developing our character. I think hacking would be a great choice. So would be persuasion, because we need to get the research up somehow. Maybe 1 intelligence, and then yeah. We need to complete some quests before this all makes any kind of sense. For now, let's go to the bar and meet Niles Rodriguez. Jack should also be there, the guy who gave us the rundown and the basics of what being a vampire means. Tell. Go back. The last round, this should be the bar.
Sabat chased you in here, Cammy?
Yeah. Yeah, why do you ask?
Heard Nine saved your ass again. You think LaCroix would have stopped counting his money long enough to get your back, Jack?
Yeah, I know why he's... I know what she means about with the again. I could have handled that myself. No, I couldn't have, and what the fuck is your... Yeah, they're all things I wouldn't say, but I think that what do you mean again is the best option. So let her explain and think I'm an idiot.
Cammy, you'd have a whole lot less about your neck if it hadn't been for Nines calling the prince out in that courtroom. Shit. Looks like things worked out for LaCroix anyway. Got himself a new errand girl out of it.
Yeah, did I do something to piss you off?
As long as you're a tool for some cape, you don't have to say a word to start pissing me off.
Yeah, what's a cape?
Cape, Cammy. Camarilla elders? The ones that have been around so long they think candlelight's a keen invention? You're doing their dirty work and you don't even know it.
What alternative do I have?
You want an alternative? Being you. That's a step in the right direction. I'm Damsel, den mother of these mothers, and one pissed bitch since LaCroix would have done.
I don't know about LaCroix. I'm cool with Nice though.
Hey, Cammy. I don't apologize often, but it's just with all the shit that's been going down lately. And on top of it, this plague bearer getting the CDC's attention, maybe I misjudged you, is all I'm saying.
Plague bearers?
A plague bearer's a fool that doesn't care who they feed from. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. We can't get sick, but the kind can. And kindred that feed on them start spreading disease. Enough get sick, it's an epidemic. CDC's in town as we speak.
So how do you get rid of one?
Seen Old Yeller? May sound cruel, but it's necessary. If someone puts together 2 and 2 as to the real cause of an outbreak of bloodborne diseases, guess what happens? So the plague bearers gotta be found and put down. If the Camarilla really gives a damn, they'll help us out.
Yeah, the Anarchs helped me out before. Where do I start? I'd like to ask questions first.
Yeah?
Tell me about Smiling Jack.
Jack? Jack's Jack. Kind of a legend amongst Anarchs. There's not an Anarch in the world who wouldn't stand in rock star awe of Jack. Even the Camarilla doesn't mess with him.
Really, I had no idea. Jack's one of the cooler people I've met.
He's been around a long time. He used to be a pirate, so the rumor goes. Talk to Jack. He's never short on chat. Yeah?
Tell me about Nines.
No one like him in this world or the next. He's to the Anarchs what George Washington was to the colonies, what Ho Chi Minh was to Vietnam. He is the LA Anarchs personified. He's a great leader, and yet he's humble. I'd die for it.
Yeah, I owe him my life. Seems like one of the only decent people I've met yet.
No one like him in the Camarilla or otherwise. Anything else?
Your thoughts on LaCroix?
Who the hell does he think he is, coming into town claiming Camarilla authority over the city? We kicked them out 60 years ago. It's like England coming back and telling the U.S. how they should do things. Fuck LaCroix.
Yeah, I had no idea the Anarchs had been in control that long.
Yeah?
Tell me about the Anarchs.
We are about passion, Kenny, and freedom. Things most Camarilla types just can't understand. I could go on and on, but Skelter says it takes too long to get me off my soapbox. Ask him. Or even Jack.
Yeah, no, go on. Tell me what you really think.
I mean, geez, it just makes sense. Power should be redistributed amongst all of us, not just a few. Communism would actually work for Kindred, where it fails with humans. It's just common sense, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah? It's a sham, a pyramid scheme. Nothing but musty, withdrawn elders waging power struggles for no other reason than to keep their own ass alive for one more century. You think you have any real power in the can? You're kidding yourself.
Yeah, her opinion about the Camarilla, I think she's probably right, at least to a large extent. Camarilla is, they keep order, but they're also about the powerful leaders playing power struggles against each other. So having real power in the Camarilla is very hard to achieve. Yeah, I really don't understand myself. I'm new to this.
You'd be better off without them. You'll see.
Yeah, maybe you're right. See you later.
Well, if it ain't the talk of the town, poster child for Camarilla benevolence. What does the prince have his little bitch doing today?
Yeah. Yeah, funny. Is Nines Rodriguez around here?
Nines is expecting you. Have some manners and don't wear out your welcome. Act up again, and I'll be the one showing your ashes to the door.
Yeah. Like I said, I need C9s.
So then go on up and see it. You're free to do as you please here.
Yeah. I'll do that. See ya. I think I'll end here. Next time we'll talk more detail with Jack and Nines Rodriguez.